Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ah, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayuri has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but it doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing?
Monica.
Yeah, we're gonna be having a poetry performance. Each of us going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayuri's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayuri, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that.
Imagine it. Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys.
No, Sayuri. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri had never shared the poems with anyone until just a couple days ago? It's not to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I just kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. Did we not go over this? I could have sworn we did. I could have sworn we already lived through this event already. I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, and inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun.
That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent.
Sayuri looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask.
I think that Sayuri and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members.
The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I just have to get it over with. All right. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces.
I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously gonna be the death of me.
Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. From what I know, this probably will be the death of you, Yuri. You're probably gonna die right in this classroom, and you're probably gonna do something to yourself. The only thing I've ever seen from this game, really, is I think the I Show Speed clip, where it's just like skip when this game get good, and then it's just yeah. If you've seen the clip, you know what happens. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way!
Monica, this is too sudden.
Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers?
Oh no.
Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Of course! Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way I Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is it simply a natural? Or she's simply a natural? I glance around. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayuri looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. I don't know why I'm putting on the freaking Monica voice for the narration of me. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a deep breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Hey, thank you very much. I was just hoping they set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayuri?
I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium.
This poem's called...
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri. It's called... After Image of a Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed in her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire. Yuri keeps concealed inside of her head. Oh my god, I cannot read. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay.
I guess I'm next then.
Sayuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Medal. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayuri?
It's a lot harder than I thought. How'd you guys do it so easily?
I'm trying to think of it as you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way.
I see. Okay then.
Sayuri begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayuri is. It seems serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it from Sayuri's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. This is what Sayuri meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayuri finishes, and we applaud.
I did it.
Good job, Sayuri.
Even Deli Rose liked it.
Yes, that's a good sign. What does that even mean? Came out nicely, Sayuri. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite well as with that kind of delivery.
And I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work well as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading.
I see what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone.
The next time, I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. You don't have much time before the festival, you know.
Okay.
Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Deadly Rose. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Deadly Rose lower everyone's standards a little more before I have to do it. Alright, Natsuki. See, this is why I hate you. This is why I hope you die first.
I hope you fucking die.
Alright, Matter of fact, I hope you're the only one that dies. I hope Sayuri, Monica, and Yuri are the only ones that live. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. And YouTube, I'm talking about the character. I'm not talking about anyone in real life. Do not strike my video down. Besides, I have much of a selection of what to read. I just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. I'm not exactly confident in my own writing. It's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really that good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your ability and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. Ledger leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem's called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting? Anyway, the poem's called Jump. Like you should, Natsuki. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. I don't know why I cannot read right now. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. Better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want to other people. Well, it's just my friends. It's just embarrassing.
That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me.
Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have to do much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. Might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice for the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. Makes me really happy.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. For the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have to see the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. Can't wait.
Can't wait. I can do this. I can do this.
Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayuri and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, I'll have to do my best.
Ready to go, Sayuri? Yep.
Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it.
Supposed to be a little nice, though.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Daily Rose. You don't have to say it.
Whatever, let's just go already. I walk home with Sayuri once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayuri is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayuri?
Sorry, I was spacing out.
No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Like how we get to, Sayuri fumbles with her words. Let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, I would easily walk home with Yuri. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, it'll feel awful to turn down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said.
So you admit it?
Jeez, there's not even a point. Not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen.
Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know?
need you. Sayuri. Can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you.
If you say so.
The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her, but if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Hopefully nothing bad happens. Okay, so I'm obviously going the Yuri route. Frightening, suicide, infallible, insight, uncanny, whistle, nope. Incapable, contamination, crimson, ambient, disoriented, unending, inferno, freaking death, okay, effulgent, unrestrained, uncontrollable, hopeless, disarray, Doki. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walk into.
Were you practicing piano again?
Yeah.
You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano.
Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion? Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. I'm super happy that you're willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. It's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. Sound a bit like Sayuri all of a sudden. You sound like you're hungry all the time. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. You saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? Eh? I didn't say I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean, you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your accents aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayuri's anyway.
Excuse me?
Where is Sayuri anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayuri is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayuri. I wave my hand in front of her face. Sayuri, wake. Huh? Spacing out again.
Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else.
Is everything alright?
Of course. Why wouldn't that be?
It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things.
Jeez, you worry too much about me.
Fine, see? Sayuri shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone else. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glanced at Sayuri before turning back towards everyone else, but the conversation was already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayuri lately. Since they're preparing for the festival, they might be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monica, who was shuffling through some papers at her desk. Oh, Deadly Rose, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayuri recently? Anything up with her? What way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I noticed anything about her. Monica peers across from Sayuri, who was idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Daily Rose. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really liked this. She always talked to me about things that bothered her. This time I asked her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask you if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. You sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Doki Rose. Me? How on earth did you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sherry talks about you more than anything else, you know. Huh? She's been so much happier since you joined the club. Like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayuri is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different than it has always been. You're so funny, Deadly Rose. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't even jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayuri is sitting. I watch her kneel down to Sayuri and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayuri told me not to worry about her, and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her? That I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peeping at me from over her book, but she looks away just as quickly with a flushed look on her face. I realize she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to. I'm just having a brain fart right now.
I didn't mean to bother you or anything.
Relax, you didn't even do anything.
But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your own thoughts.
Alone with my thoughts? Or even to tell that I was thinking like that?
Well, it's something I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything, I didn't do anything creepy like that.
In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern.
I don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you prefer to share what's on your mind, then I'll be glad to listen.
It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayuri.
Sayuri?
Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something's happened to her.
Oh? That's quite romantic.
Huh?
Sorry, I didn't mean to say something stupid.
It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayuri and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all.
I see. And perhaps it is unusual for her to be so dismissive to you about her feelings.
Maybe I'm just reading into it a little much.
Deadly Rose, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. There are so many untold stories behind every person, no matter how well you may know them.
So you think that there might be something behind it after all?
I think that Sayuri is a very complex person. Mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I know it's strange to be here for today too. I also feel some concern for her. In your case, she looked like she was fully occupying her thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. So she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes, expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, person mysteries are untold even to themselves, and you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri? You're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. Ah, that's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it, yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. I actually have a request. You mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. There's one thing that I can make my reading time here any better. It's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her move. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? We're just... Yuri's gonna make some tea, so... I suddenly realize how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Deadly Rose in club activities? And... My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Let's go, Deadly Rose. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. Spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri? Or just something about the way she said that. Made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Deadly Rose, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. You have emotions. We can't always hide them away. You always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Would you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? You can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say. Yuri lifts her head. Deadly Rose, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Deadly Rose, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now, it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, only you'll be you'll only be even more impressed. Ah, perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she starts humming a little to herself. Must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show when you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Daily Rose. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I want you to pour a cup of tea for each of us. Daily Rose, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Ah, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. What are you, like, freaking in your mid-40s? How do you have back problems already? Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough, I'll go ahead and get the book. Retrieve the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that keep hidden from Sayura's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. You and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our side. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book, except this time our brows are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. We slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus reading like this? He was always kind of cute, but she's being less apprehensive. It's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Your hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't actually touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay. I won't take any. You sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. Nah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? You sure? Of course. He opens the book with both hands. She holds it so I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and hold it to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. That means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Bro, what kind of game am I playing, man? I thought this was a horror game, not a romance game. Well, I think it's kind of both, but just like that, Yuri closes her lips over, right? No? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Dude, did I just... He looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Lily Rose? Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that? Well, you were just helping. Something that friends do. Right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah. That's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return the book, but I can tell by her expression that she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. Notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. It's different this time. I take the chocolate and pitch it in her mouth. I feel the hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone. Yuri jolts back.
It's time to share poems. They were like, you can help Yuri put the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bags of chocolate. Again. Oops. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up.